Well, hello, everyone. Happy Monday. I am taking my stroll. I like to walk in the morning. I like to walk in the evening. I have a question I'm going to ask you. Do you have problems or trouble or struggles praying for someone who traumatized your life or abused you or lied on you, misused you, just did horrible things to you? And we know the word said, pray for one another and pray for your enemy and forgive. So do you forgive or you still hold on? Do you have a problem praying for that person and want the best for that person? So that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm on my walk today. I like to walk in the mornings and the evening, but I'm going to stop right now and say a little word to you on my journey. Then we'll get back on walking. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. Can I be transparent? I like to be honest with my followers. That was years ago. I couldn't deal with praying for somebody that really did something bad to me. And yeah, I was a child of God. But what I learned about is that although you're a child of God, you got to be honest with God. You got to be real with God. And I had a problem. I would read the word and I said, God, help me forgive this person because they did this to me. And I know it's wrong to hold grudges, but I'm having a problem. And so that's the way I talk to the Lord. Now, I have an older brother, and he's the firstborn. He was born with dwarfism. He's a little dwarf. And I watched him almost all my life, and even now. When I was a little girl, he would go to school, and kids would pluck his head, talk about him, call him short, all kind of names, and he would cry. He would cry. And he run home and he begged, Mama, don't let me go back. Don't let me go back. And I'm watching, I'm hearing this in another room. I'm crying for my brother. Because I went to school at the time he was going through this. And he was going to another high school and they were doing the same thing. And, it just hurt my heart. And my mom said, don't worry. You got to go back because this is your life. You can't run, you can hide, but Mama going to be praying for you. My grandmother prayed. Those prayers really covered him, but he went through something. Even now, I'm in my 60s and I can go out eat dinner with him. I'm still seeing people laughing and staring at him. And I remember years ago, I asked him, I said, I know you looking at those, I know those people are laughing at you. I know you see them. I said, how do you function? I said, do you have an aggression against those people? Do you hate those people? And he said, no. Now, I'm going to tell you something about my oldest brother. My oldest brother can forgive a cat, a gnat, a mouse, a rat. He has a forgiving heart. And I used to wonder, I said, how can you forgive that person? But he could. And I said, well, what did you do? I mean, how? I said, they talked about, how they pluck your head and call your kind of name and pick you up because you was short and hit them, The half ain't been told. And I said, well, how can you do that? And it's from my mother and father teaching. You remember I told you I came from a Christian parenting home, and my dad and my mom gave us the word. And my dad really expounded the way to God. And forgiving is the one that really blessed him a lot. He said, I look at those people. I said, okay, come on, talk to me, because I struggle. And even though I do pray for them, I should have bounced back quickly. It's like I take my time. And I remember asking the Lord, I said, God, I know your word say this, but you got to help me. See, I want to be honest. I said, you got to help me because I'm having a problem praying for that man or that woman that did this to me. And as I keep praying, but I pray anyway. I will pray for him. But I said, Lord, let my prayer be real. Even though I was going through the motion, because I know that was the right thing to do. But I started asking God, I said, God, I'm going to keep praying till I feel this thing. So I made myself pray. And when I kept praying, I started feeling that love of God in me. And even God told me, start praying good things for these people. And I'm like, what'd you say, Lord? Excuse me. You should start praying good things for these people that, hurt you and did you wrong. And okay, obedience is better than sacrifice. I believe in obeying God. So that's what I did. I started praying good things. Lord, bless them with this and God bless them with that. But you know, the more I obeyed God, the better I felt inside. The more I obeyed and prayed, I started really wanting good things. But going back to my brother, I said, what happened? How can you forgive these people? I mean, I watched you as a young girl, and I saw how they did this to you, and I saw all this, and I saw all of that, and you just like nothing, you know, like even if I do something wrong, or my other brother do something wrong, you could forgive us, boom, like that. I said, what is it? What is your secret sauce? He said, remember Daddy told us in the Bible study at home, Daddy said, Jesus forgave those people that said crucify him. And they did Jesus bad, you know, nailed him to the cross, spat on him, talked about him, kicked him, abused him. But he said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. I said, okay, yeah. He said, that's what I do. That keeps me going, because they don't know no better. They laughing at me, but they don't know no better. And it's okay. So I say, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And he said, I go on. He said, when I say this, like God just do it like that, and I'm all right, my heart is right, I'm not mad at those people. I may never see these people anymore. And even though I may see the same people that still do it, but there's nothing in my heart against them, because I want to see Jesus. That's okay. You said enough. You said enough. So, yeah, my brother was my example. He said, you know, life is too short to hold a grudge. And I really ask for their forgiveness, even though I can't even talk to them face to face. I don't know these people that come in my life and through my life when I'm going to the mall, when I go to the gas store, when I go in and out the store, and they laugh. He said, I don't even know their name. But every time they laugh, every time they mock me, I said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And I said, thank you. You have blessed me today. You have taught me the true meaning of forgiveness. And he said, I don't think about it no more, because they don't know what they're doing. He said, because when God made man and everything God made, it was good. And though I may be short in stature, and I can't reach things like you can, can't do things like you can, and I have limitations in my life. He said, but when God made me, it was good. I said, thank you. So that's what I learned about forgiveness through my oldest brother. Even though the word of God say that, but just to see someone in my life that I've seen all my life battle with people laughing and poking at and marking them. And I'm trying to keep a straight face, and I'm praying hard. I mean, I'm in that restaurant and you doing it, and I'm like, because sometimes I get in a bad eye. But if he's all right with that, I'm going to be all right with that. But I thank God for his example. And that's when God told me, he said, so you pray for people, pray good. And I started praying good for those people. I started doing what my brother said, Lord, forgive them. And even about me, whatever they did. And some people really hurt me. And some of you, I know some of you all have been hurt about a lot of things, traumatized. I mean, your childhood, y'all been abused, verbal, physical, or whatever. But you got to forgive. And so I learned from him, just like Peter. Peter asked Jesus, how many times should I forgive, man? He said 70 times 7. Okay, that's a lot of time. But we got to do that, regardless if our flesh don't want to do it. See, the thing about in this journey, you have to obey God. You have to do what God say. And that's when I pray. So I'm going to encourage you. I know some of y'all went through a lot of things, but God said forgive. And if you have a problem like I did, just pray anyway. Just start praying. Say, Lord, I'm going to do what you say until I feel this prayer, but I'm be obedient. You're going to see me trying. You're going to see me trying, even though my heart may not be in it, but I'm going to keep doing it. And see, when God see you trying, he'll help you. That's what I love about God. When God see you trying, he will help you. And God will, and God did. So now it's not really hard for me to forgive now, because God did this for me. God, saw me trying. He saw me wanting to do right. See, the Bible said we got to be willing and obedient. You got to have a willing mind. And I don't want to hold grudge. I don't want to hold grudge to somebody and they die and I never got it right with them. Even though those people may did me wrong and they may not be in my life anymore, but I want to know when they did leave or they never, through death or whatever, that I did forgive them. Because see, God is so worth it. God is so worth it. So if you having problems forgiving, talk to God. He'll help you. He's the only one can help you. And I'm not doing it because my big brother did. He was a great example. I'm doing it because God say do it. But my big brother just gave me a tip how to do it. And I love him for it. And he is so precious in my sight. I love my brother. And I thank God for him. It's a wonderful day. So I'm getting ready to do my other rounds. And just want to stop by and tell you, forgive. Forgive and forget. Put those things behind you. This part of being a prayer warrior. Prayer warrior don't hold grudge because sometimes prayer warriors have to pray for people that hate them, talk about them, and scandalize their name. But yes, you pray because when you're praying for your enemies, you had to put your emotions out of the way. You had to put your feelings out of the way. And remember, you here to pray for a purpose. I know the assignment. So whenever somebody do anything to me, I still pray because I know the assignment. I'm here for a purpose to pray for one another. You are here to pray for one another. Don't forget the assignment that God and the purpose that God have you here for. To pray for people, prayer warrior, prayer advocate, whatever. I have to pray. God is good. So let me get back. I hope this message, it's a bug trying to go, man. I hope this message really bless you. And if it did, please come back. And it's your first time joining me, please subscribe. And you know what? I love to do one-on-one coaching. I sure do for Christian parenting and prayer advocate. So until the next time, have a wonderful day. And I got to get ready to go because I got to get some around and I'm going to the house and rest. Thank God for a beautiful day. Thank God for you. I'll see you the next time. Be blessed, God people. Be blessed. Be blessed. Be blessed. Bye-bye.